So guys, it's me, and I'm back, and I'm just sitting in my car right now with this brand new camera that I told you all about. You guys are finally seeing me in 4K for the first time ever, so now you guys can see how hideous my face actually looks. So you might be wondering, where the hell am I right now? Because clearly, with how bright it is, I'm obviously out in the open. I'm not recording in the little RTD parking garage that I usually record at. And that's because I deliberately wanted to record at a place where I'm gonna be doing outdoor vlogging. If you guys remember my first video that I made of this year, my New Year's video, I had a New Year's resolution that I wanted to start doing outdoor vlogs. And so now that I got this new camera, I felt like now would be the perfect opportunity to do so. But I also want to talk to you guys about this camera, of course, and the specs that come with it. And also, like I said, the future of this channel when it comes to, like, specifically within this year, when it comes to me vlogging and why I'm starting to put so much emphasis on vlogging now. So, I think that's enough of me recording inside my car. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's step outside. So, we're stepping outside right now, and man, this definitely does feel weird. Gotta make sure that I'm actually in focus right now. Don't want to show you my license plate. Right now, guys, I'm recording at this wetland that you guys might not know of. And the reason why I chose this specific place, guys, is because this place I know is, like, there's not gonna be that many people that come here. And so with me starting off with outdoor vlogging, I didn't want to overdo it where I would go to a place where there's going to be too many people. Basically, I wanted to go to a place where there's basically going to be like nobody here. I mean, there's another person that parked their car here, so I might see somebody here. But either way, I wanted to come here just to start off small and start off slow. And then eventually, what I plan on doing, guys, is once I start feeling a bit more confident, I'm gonna start going to different parks where I know there's gonna be a few more people. And then after that, I'm just gonna gradually pick up the pace and go to places where I know there's gonna be a lot of people. Okay, so I don't know what exactly happened with my camera right now, guys. It just stopped recording, so I'm gonna have to really pay attention to the side screen and see if it's actually recording or not. Where I left off at, I was basically saying, so basically it's just gonna gradually pick up eventually to the point where I'm just gonna record like basically like downtown, where like I know everyone's gonna be there. And so I want to do that because I want to build up the confidence to actually do outdoor vlogging, and quite frankly not care about people actually seeing me talking to a camera as if it's an actual person. I mean, if they walk past me and they see me, I mean, the worst they can do is just like look at me. Like, that's literally the worst that they could possibly do. But at the end of the day, they're just gonna mind their own business, because like if I'm gonna think of it myself, like to this day I've never really seen anybody actually do like vlogging, and like I just so happen to be like one of the background people within their vlog, where like they're vlogging and I'm walking past them while they're vlogging, which kind of shows how rare it is. But either way, like if that were to happen, like I'm not gonna like look at them weird or anything like that. I might take a quick glance at them and then I'll just not look anymore and just mind my own business. But I want to build up the confidence to become better at vlogging, and this is where I want to start off doing that. So I know, guys, I came back from my week-long break. I know the last time that I was recording, I recorded my video, I'll be back very soon. I was talking in that video about how I was gonna get a new camera, which is this camera right now, and also how I was watching Avatar Legend of Korra, which, by the way, I already finished it, and man, I loved it so much. I love Avatar Legend of Korra so much. I'm not gonna lie though, I didn't really like the ending, because I don't know, it's just that final villain, I forgot what her name was, but she was basically like they basically called her like a tyrant and everything like that. I mean, I thought it was okay, but I don't know, there's just something about that villain, like she didn't interest me as much as all the other villains from season 1, season 2, and season 3. But man, I loved season 2 so much. I can't believe that was actually like the most overhated season. People kept on saying that it was like a Deus Ex Machina with Jinora bringing that light and everything, and it's like I really don't buy it. But yeah, enough with Avatar Legend of Korra. I just want to say that I love it. So I came back, guys, with this new camera, and this is what you all were expecting for, because that's what I said. And so far, I hope you guys are enjoying it. I would love to show you guys like this whole place that I'm at right now, but the problem that I have with it is it just looks so dead when it's not like spring. Without all the leaves, like this place just looks so dead. Like it really does. So like I'm gonna just wait until spring, because I've been to this wetland before. Okay, now I think I've actually fixed this camera. I just searched up on YouTube right now what exactly was going on with my camera, because it literally had a recording limit of me recording only for like 4 or 5 minutes. So if you guys ever plan on buying this camera, make sure that you change the recording limit by searching it up on YouTube, because man, it's gonna piss you off. Thankfully, this camera actually lets me know that it's actually recording by telling me the little record section at the bottom left, because otherwise if it didn't, man, imagine my first time doing an outdoor vlog and I'm doing all this talking, and then I come back home and then I realize that, oh wow, it only has like 4 minutes of me talking and everything else I said is gone. And it's like, wow, like what a way to ruin the first ever experience of mine doing outdoor vlogs. But I was saying that I've been to this wetland before, and I've been here for like almost a year now. I've come here quite a few times during the spring and during the summer, and so that's why it just makes me feel sad to see how it looks right now. There's still snow even and a bunch of mud, so I'm gonna stay away from that. Don't want to get my fans dirty. So let me actually talk about this camera. My goodness, like it's probably been like almost 10 minutes now into this video, and now I'm just starting to talk about this camera. So obviously you guys probably want to know what the name of this camera is. This is the Sony ZV-1. Now this is a camera that is obviously lets me shoot in 4K, and this camera is not cheap at all, guys. It is not cheap at all. This camera, I purchased this camera for $780, so nearly 800 bucks. Now, if you're wondering how on earth did I have that money, I did not save up that money from my job or anything like that. There's no way. What actually happened was I received a student loan refund from my college. Now, for those of you that aren't in college, you won't know what that is, but I'll go ahead and explain to you. So basically, when you accept a loan from your school, let's say that they give you a loan of like $6,000, right? And then let's say that your tuition, basically the amount of money that you have to pay for your current semester in college, is $4,000, right? You have to pay $4,000, but they gave you $6,000. So you still have a remaining $2,000, right? So what do you think they do? Do you think that they're just gonna say, oh no, give us back that $2,000? No, what they're gonna do is they're gonna give you that extra $2,000. So basically that's how I was able to get this camera. I used the money that I got from my student loan refund, guys. That's how I was able to buy this camera and actually start vlogging. So this camera lets me record in 4K. It comes with a side screen, so I can actually see like what's actually in frame right now and what's not in frame. And like I said, at the bottom left corner, it actually shows like a little recording logo to let me know that it's actually recording. So it has a side screen. It came with the windscreen protector as well. In fact, I actually did a little test audio, and well, not just a test audio, but a test run with this camera the day before. And so I did 2 different test audios with this camera. I did one without the windscreen. I'm actually recording this for the first time ever. It is March 2nd, 2023. Tomorrow, March 3rd, I will be vlogging with this, but I'll be doing an outdoor vlog. So you guys will probably be seeing that right now by the time that you guys see this clip. And so now this is the first test when it comes to the audio without the windscreen protectant. Okay, and so now this is the second audio test with the windscreen protectant on. So I don't know how much of a difference this makes for you guys. And so I went back home that night and I listened very carefully to the audio, and it's like, I guess it's a good thing to have that little windscreen protectant on, but like, I don't know, I just felt like the audio sounded a bit better with without the windscreen protectant. But here's the thing, another good feature about this camera is that it actually comes with a shoe mount. Now if you want to know what a shoe mount is, no, it's not where you actually literally place your shoe on top of the camera. It's basically where you get to place your external mic on top of it. So if you don't like the built-in audio for or the built-in mic built within the camera, then what you can do is you can go ahead and place a different mic, an external mic, on top of the camera, and then it will use the audio from that mic instead of the mic that's built into the camera, which is a really, really good feature. Here's the thing, I don't know why it's called shoe mounts, because if that's all it is, then it should be called a mic mount. Now that I've actually talked about this camera, all the specs that come with it, let's actually talk about vlogging. So, outdoor vlogging, guys, is something that's I've always wanted to do on this channel. Ever since the beginning, I've always wanted to do outdoor vlogging. And the thing about it is, with outdoor vlogging, man, like, I've been doing YouTube now for 3 years, and within these 3 years, guys, that I've done outdoor vlogging, I've only done 3 outdoor vlogs. Now, don't get me wrong, I've done vlogs, like indoor vlogs. I've done plenty of those. I think I probably have like around 50 outdoor vlogs, or indoor vlogs, I mean. But outdoor vlogs is it's not the same. The first one that I did was when me and my friends went to this gaming tournament where we were doing a gaming tournament for Apex Legends. And then another time was when, remember that whole Jupiter and Saturn conjunction that happened? I vlogged that during the night. And then the third one that I did was when I vlogged a little concert that I did with my friends. We went to a concert and it was of Imagine Dragons. And so with these 3 vlogs, guys, what I realized was that I did not like my vlogs, because there were 2 things that I realized while doing those vlogs, guys. And the first one that I realized was that, like, I was not very confident. The way I was talking was not as confident as I'm talking right now. I don't know how I'm talking as confidently as I am right now, because, man, I thought I was gonna flunk this, but my goodness, I am killing this right now. But yeah, because of that, like, the way I was talking, like, my overall on-camera performance was just not that good. Basically, like, my commentary, the way I was talking, it was just not that good. And secondly, this is partially confidence, but a different aspect of it, I was not confident enough to actually hold my camera out like this. And so what I did was I kind of like kept it down right here with my phone, because I was afraid of people actually seeing me vlog. And so, like, that's not really a good shot. Like, that's not really a good frame. Like, I have to keep it like right here. I know some YouTubers, they like to like keep it like this. I mean, I guess it's fine. Actually, hold on, I'm actually really liking it a lot. But I mean, I don't like to keep it like right in front of me, because I feel like, I don't know, I just like the side view a bit more, because it kind of feels like walking together as if like we're like friends. And so I didn't position my camera very well, because again, of fear. I didn't really have any confidence at all while doing vlogs. And within those 3 vlogs that I did, it clearly showed that. So now, some of you guys might be asking, so then why do you care so much about it now, about getting better at vlogs? Why do they matter so much to you now, after 3 years? Because, and I've said this in my New Year's video, the first video that I made of this year, guys, on June 30th, 2023, this year, guys, in June, me and my friends are going to be going to a Comic-Con. And so this will basically be like the 4th outdoor vlog. Well, if I wasn't going to do any outdoor vlogs like this, it would have been my 4th outdoor vlog that I would have done. And this Comic-Con, man, it's going to be so special, because this is going to be the first time that I actually go to a Comic-Con. And I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess it up because I'm too scared to actually be talking out in public, as if anyone's going to really care that I'm doing vlogging. Like, oh wow, like some people are gonna walk past me, they're gonna look at me talking to my camera. Oh well, they're just gonna look at me for a few seconds and then look away, move on with their day and mind their own business. And so with this Comic-Con, guys, I want to make sure that I'm actually good enough at doing outdoor vlogs. Also, another thing that I just realized, guys, is that with outdoor vlogs, it'll probably give me like an opportunity to play background music that I usually don't play whenever I do vlogs, because it's gonna give off like a different vibe. In fact, I actually have a list right here of like all the type of background music that you guys can expect me to basically use. And some of like this music I've actually used before in my videos. And so the background music that you guys can expect me to play, and actually this is basically gonna like sum up like the overall style of music that you guys can expect on my channel. And that's gonna be Flying Lotus, Doctor Who That, No Mac, Nujabes, Uyama Hiroto, Yesterday's New Quintet, Sourface, Magic Beats, and some of these people that I'm mentioning, I've actually used their music already. Saint Romanesque, which is going to be kind of hard because he privated all of his music after taking a break. Hope he's doing okay though. But I know he still has his two of his albums up on his SoundCloud, and somebody was actually going to re-upload those albums. So Saint Romanesque, Kadi Universe, Fahrenheit, otherwise known as Rozzy by his OG fans. J. Cole, Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson, Jakim Joyner, and I've actually used his music. Some of you might not know who he is because he's not really a popular musician. He's a saxophonist, but I really love his music. In fact, if you search up Jakim Joyner, I'm Waiting for You, that song I've used in some of my vlogs before. Another person is Royksop, Ginseng, Psycho, Vanilla, and music from Samurai Champloo. So this basically sums up, guys, like all the music that you guys can expect me to be using while I do vlogs or anything of that nature. And I feel like the reason why it's important for me to let you guys know like the type of background music that I use is because I feel like with every YouTuber, they set off like the certain vibe for their viewers, set off a certain vibe when it comes to their channel. And I feel like one of the ways that they set that vibe is with the type of music that they use. I feel like music can really give shape and give form to the overall vibe of your channel. And so I want to make it clear to people that this is the type of vibe that I want my channel to have. And yeah, so back to what I was saying about Comic-Con, because I'm not gonna lie, that was a bit of a sidetrack. Back to what I was saying about Comic-Con. I want to do my absolute best at becoming an amazing outdoor vlogger. I want to get to the point where I basically become like Logan Paul. I know I don't really want to talk about Logan Paul because he's big controversial when it comes to, you know, what happened in 2017 with that whole forest situation. But like beforehand, like if any of you watched his vlogs, I watched a couple of his vlogs a little bit here and there just to check out if he was actually worth the hype back at the time. I gotta at least give it to him though. He definitely has a lot of confidence to be talking to a camera like an actual human being. Like people must have been looking at him. Maybe they don't actually say it out loud, but you know damn well they say it like in their head, like this man is out of his fucking mind. Like he's actually a lunatic. I want to get to the point where I basically become as confident as him, where I can literally be screaming out loud and all that stuff. But I'm loud right now because it's basically no one. With him, he was like in downtown, so there's people everywhere basically. Man, my arm is gonna get tired. This arm, man, I swear to God, my right arm is gonna be stronger than my left arm, I guarantee you guys. Unless I wanna like switch it up like this. I mean, I guess this is good too. Today, guys, is March 3rd, 2023. And Comic-Con is on June 30th, 2023. It's gonna be on June 30th, July 1st, and July 2nd, 2023. So it's gonna be for 3 days. And for those 3 days, I need to start prepping myself up right now. I need to prepare myself right now, all the way up until Comic-Con actually happens, so that I can do the best vlogs that I can possibly do. So I'm starting now when it comes to doing all these vlogs. And so what I'm gonna do, guys, is basically we're gonna be going on a little vlogging arc. Yes, that's right, guys. Starting today on March 3rd, 2023, the TheHarpyEagle has officially started the vlogging arc on this channel. We have finished, well, we haven't finished, but we started the car arc in January 2022. Yes, the car arc in which I started recording in my car. So now we are now beginning our little vlogging arc on this channel. I like to call it a little vlogging adventure. So basically, guys, we're gonna have a little vlogging adventure together, and this vlogging adventure is going to be all the way from March up until June. Well, I'm still gonna do outdoor vlogs even after Comic-Con. Like I'm not just doing outdoor vlogs just simply for this one event, and then afterwards, like I'm just basically not gonna do vlogs anymore. But afterwards, once Comic-Con ends, I will at least say this though, I'm not going to do as many outdoor vlogs. And so with this little vlogging adventure, guys, the whole premise, the whole point is I'm basically trying to tell you that from March all the way up until June, I want to do as many outdoor vlogs as I possibly can. Don't worry, like I'm still going to be doing gaming videos because at the end of the day, gaming is still going to be the main niche on this channel. But vlogging, especially outdoor vlogging, I've always wanted that to be like my secondary niche on this channel. But with only 3 outdoor vlogs, that's not really doing a good job at showing that to newcomers or people who are accustomed to my channel. And so the goal that I want to set for myself, guys, right? So I'm basically setting a New Year's resolution within a New Year's resolution, right? Exactly how many outdoor vlogs do I want to do, right? Like I never actually explained that. So from March all the way up until June, I want to do at least 15 outdoor vlogs, at least 15. So 15 times that I've actually went out in public and actually talk to a camera like an actual human being, and people saying internally within their minds, because I know I'm just a mind reader. I know that they're not gonna actually say it out loud, but I know in their minds they're gonna be like, look at this fucking lunatic right here. But I'm not gonna care about that, and I clearly didn't care when I've had 6 people literally walk past me already. But either way, from March now all the way up until June 30th, I will be doing outdoor vlogs, guys. And now with these outdoor vlogs, I'm basically just gonna talk about a certain topic and try to extrapolate on it as much as I possibly can. And I want to make each of these outdoor vlogs at least 10 minutes long, at least. By doing that, it'll help me over time build up the skill to do outdoor vlogs, because it really is a skill. It really is a skill. This man, it's not easy. Like, I know I've said I've been killing it right now, but man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's really not that easy to do outdoor vlogs. Like, man, it's crazy how all of these YouTubers that I watch, they make it so effortless. But like, dude, I gotta hand it to them though. Like, I really do feel like when they first started off, it must have been like really difficult for them, because it's more than just like people walking past you, but it's because it's like this, like, it's not normal. Like, this is not normal. Like, you don't normally see people doing vlogs. Like, you don't normally see people walking out in public and talking to a camera as if it was an actual human being. Basically, you're standing out among the rest of the herd, right? Being a black sheep in the midst of white sheep. It does make you feel different, and it kind of does make you feel like you're out of place. And so if me feeling out of place is the cost of me making the type of content that I've always dreamed of making, then so be it. Then so be it. I'm not gonna care if people walk past me. I'm not gonna care if people judge me differently for having the courage to actually do something that they most definitely wouldn't want to do. I'm still gonna do it regardless. And so I'm doing this for all of you guys, so that when Comic-Con happens, and even after Comic-Con, I will be the best YouTuber that I can possibly be when it comes to gaming and when it comes to vlogging. Last year in 2022, it was really about like polishing up my skill as when it comes to indie gaming. But this year, guys, 2023, I think honestly, like, it's only March 3rd, 2023, guys, but I think I already know what my recap video is gonna be within this year. This year, it's me taking a slightly different direction with my channel, and me placing a lot more emphasis on vlogging than gaming. And while gaming is still gonna be the main type of content on this channel, this year I really want to hone in on my craft when it comes to doing vlogs. So honestly, I think I'm really gonna title my 2023 recap The Rise of the TheHarpyEagle. Not rise from a views standpoint, from like a popularity standpoint, but rise when it comes to cultivating myself and becoming full-rounded. Like, now, once I start doing outdoor vlogs, I feel like I'm now actually going to be doing all the type of content that I've actually wanted to do on my channel. Because last year I placed so much emphasis talking about, oh yeah, when I first started off on YouTube, 2020 and 2021, I wasn't really doing the type of gaming content that I wanted to do. I was playing AAA games, but the real type of content that I wanted to make was indie games. And so in 2022, I completely tackled it, hit it out of the ballpark. And so now in this year, while indie gaming mattered a lot more to me, well, not a lot more, but it did matter more to me than outdoor vlogging was still something that I've been wanting to do. And so with this opportunity of Comic-Con, here's the crazy thing, guys. This Comic-Con, man, I wanted to tell you this right now. It's in June 30th, 2023, but we had to buy our tickets literally in December of 2022. Like, we had to buy our tickets literally half a year before the actual event even happens. I think we all spent like at least like $100 on this event. So yeah, let me sit down. Actually, hold on. If I really wanted to, I could set my camera right here if I wanted to, and talk to all of you like this if I really wanted to. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down real quickly. Let me get closer. I had to sit down real quickly. Man, my arm, I don't know if it needs to rest a little bit. I've been recording. With this section right now, I've been recording for 28 minutes. Man, you guys are definitely not going to watch the entirety of this video, that's for damn sure. But either way, I need to address all of my points that I need to address. But also, I do need to hurry up though, because I know that the battery life on this camera is, I believe, like an hour. At the end of the day, guys, what I'm saying is that I want to become a better YouTuber, and one aspect in which I want to become a better YouTuber in is by doing more vlogging, becoming. At this point, I want to become like the best vlogger to have ever touched the face of the earth. Okay, maybe not like actually like that, but I do want to become an amazing vlogger where like it becomes to the point where it's like, damn dude, like I could watch Harpy when he's doing, because like man, like I feel like the ideal YouTuber is a YouTuber who makes whatever type of content they want to make and it works. It works. And so I want that to be the case. I don't want it to be the case where like, oh yeah, my videos only get a good amount of views when I make these types of videos, but then whenever I make these types of videos, it doesn't get as many views, it's not as well received. I don't want that to be the case with my outdoor vloggings, with my outdoor vlog, or just my vlogs in general. And so the only way that's gonna happen is if I show people that it's actually worth their time to watch me whenever I'm doing vlogs, and not only when I'm doing gaming videos. And so, starting now guys, on March 3rd, 2023, we're gonna be going on our little vlogging adventure, and we'll just see how it turns out to be. That's really all that I need to say to all of you guys. For those of you that have actually watched my video up until this point, thank you so much. I really love you, and we'll see how this turns out to be all the way up until June 30th. Also, let me know guys, in the comments, let me know certain topics that you want me to talk about. I think I've already written down a list. Yes, I've written down an actual list. Like I'm actually taking it that seriously now guys. But I've actually written down a list of certain topics that I want to talk about. I think I've written down at this point like 9 topics. So if I want to do 15, I'm gonna need another 6. So let me know guys in the comments like what other types of topics that you guys want me to talk about. And if it's a topic that I haven't already written down on my list, then it'll be a topic that I'll be more than happy to talk about. Apart from that guys, that is going to be it. I will wrap this little outdoor vlog up, and man, I gotta say, man, I am so proud of myself right now. This first vlog went a lot better than I originally thought. Dude, at this point, just this one vlog is gonna be enough for me to be set up for Comic-Con at this point. Like, doing this little vlogging arc is just gonna be overkill at this point. I will see you guys within the next video, and it will actually be a gaming video. So, first gaming video of mine in 4K. And so I will see you guys